Hey guys, so I just restarted the stream. I think what's happening is that I think the computer is overheating. So I think that's what's happening. So I just restarted the stream and I put on a fan in the back of the computer, like I have a little portable fan, and I turned on the fan in the back of the computer, like blowing on the back of the computer. So I'm hoping that that helps it. I'm not sure. Like I have good internet, so I'm not sure what the problem is. Like I have internet. I It may have to do with like my computer's processing speed, I'm thinking that may be the issue. That something to do with my computer's processing speed and then maybe the computer overheats. I'm not quite sure. It's annoying though that I have to restart the stream because you were in chat. So nothing I can do about that. In the future, in the long run, I'll probably get a new computer at some point, and hopefully that one will have better capabilities. But also, when I get 1,000 subs, I'll be able to do streaming from my phone. And I know that a huge amount of the YouTubers are actually, they're obviously streaming from their phone because unless they're like, doing something that is in the house, like cooking, I know that for the most part they're using their phone. And the phone, you know, I wonder if the phone has better like streaming capability. Maybe, I don't know. So, I mean, it's working right now. So I'm hoping that it stays this way. Hopefully, you guys will see that I'm back on and come back on into the chat. Yay! I'm glad you came back. So I'm wondering if it overheated. What do you think? I have good internet signal, and all I can figure happened was maybe the computer itself overheated. I don't know. So what I did was I turned off the computer and the fan. It started to like blow like a weird fan noise, and I restarted the computer so the fan noise stopped. Yeah, I'm on a laptop, so I think it has to do with like the computer's. The computer is basically not used to streaming, like or streaming this long. So I have a portable fan, and I turned on the fan, and it's literally blowing on the back of my computer. So I'm hoping that it'll keep the computer cool if that was the issue. And maybe it was like literally overheating. That's all I can figure was happening. Like maybe it was overheating the computer. So hopefully this will. Thank you so much, guys, for coming back in and for liking that like button again. Thank you so much. Sorry, it kind of like it wasn't working, but it's not my fault if the computer like you know goes to computer land. So it's working. Thank you, Dolores. Glad to have you back. So I restarted the computer and I put on a fan, which is now blowing on the back of the computer. So I'm hoping that that solves the issue. Know, guys, that in the event that this happens again, which I'm sure it will because this is what this computer's been doing, I will always come back on. At least I will try. Unless there's like something significantly wrong with my computer, I'll try to come back on. I have a different video comment section. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I see your comments. I can see your comments popping up. So yeah, the computer started to like blow this fan noise, and then it seemed I turned it off, and when I turned back on the computer, the fan noise stopped. It stopped blowing. So before that happened, we were talking about how it was suggesting making like a pastel color. So I think you were suggesting this color and this color. Were you saying to mix these two together? Okay. Are you thinking white should also be added? Should white be added to these to lighten it, or just these two? A little white. Okay. So it's a pretty color. I need to get more of that color. Not much, you said. Okay. And we're going to put in a little bit. Where's my white? I have this white color. Get my, where is it? This tool is really good. I'm sure you guys have used this. It's like a mixing. So I don't have to use my brush. I really like this color. I really like this color. It's so nice. It's a really nice, like, pastel-y green color. I'm going to show it to you as soon as I stop mixing it. It's really pretty. Really great suggestion. I don't know if, like, if you're able to see it. I don't know if, like, I don't know if it looks as pastel on camera, but in person it is. In person it's like a pastel green. It's really nice. I think I'm going to add a drop of the thing here to lower the density. Drop. It's very nice. That was a good suggestion. See, that's what I like about that's what I love about these vlogs, is that, not vlogs, live streams. That's what I love about the live streams, is that it, like, just like now, how it's gave the suggestion of, hey Dolores, I'm glad you like the green. It suggested it. You know, if we were doing a vlog, then we wouldn't have gotten that suggestion because live. So got quite a bit of it on my brush. I don't know if you can tell, but it is changing the color, which is nice. In other words, you can see it is a different color. It's a different color, definitely, than the green we have on. I don't know if you can tell, but it definitely is more pastel than do you like it? I think it's really pretty. This was suggested by It's. It's just a really great color. Yeah, I'm on a laptop. Yeah, I like it too. In person, you could see it's a little bit more pastel-y, I think, than the camera is picking up. So what I'm wondering is, here's where I would need great advice. We have a border between the pink and the green. So I can lightly tap the color and blend it into the pink, or I can make it kind of like a harsh line where you see the difference between the green and the pink. Do you know what I mean? So the two options are either to pat the color gently into the pink so that it's not so harsh of a transition, or we can make a line transition where it is more defined. Does that make sense? So I would love to know from you guys which you think I should do. In other words, should I literally make it like sharp, or should I just tap the color? You understand what I'm saying? Like, should I just gently tap the green color into the pink? Or should I make a harsher line that you can see the difference of the outline of the green and the pink? That's the question. Right now I'm just applying the green to the main sections. I think the transition, because pink and green are opposite and it could look odd. Line transition. because pink and green are opposites and they could look odd. Yeah, so I think it's gonna have. I think what you're saying is it needs to be a line, right? Just like almost like where it looks Stitch is like in a patch, like almost like where he looks like he's got like a green patch to him, and you took that patch and you put it on the bag. I think so too because it's such an odd color, like you said, that I would have to really build up quite a transition. I mean, you'd have to blend like light green and then like another color to go into the pink and then have it all kind of blend together. I am in my late 20s, Dolores. I'm gonna have to go back for sure and re-outline the stitch. Does that look nice? Is that what we were thinking by like harsh line? Because there's, I mean, to blend these two colors together, like you said, it's gonna be just, it's gonna be very bizarre. Like I don't think it's gonna blend or look normal or what's normal in art. But like you know what I mean. It's gonna look a little odd, like you're really trying to force those colors together. It's not like you're dealing with like a blue and a purple that you're trying to blend. So I'd rather, like you said, like have it look like a patch, you know? Forgetting where they are. And I haven't used them yet. This is probably more for canvas, but I ordered these. They are a this is a like a pen to outline like an artist like on canvas. So it's a basically a animation pen. I wouldn't necessarily use that on this. That's probably more for like canvas. I could use it on the Converse sneakers that I ordered. So I ordered some Converse sneakers that I'll end up painting in a stream. And to outline the initial drawing on them, I probably will use those at some point. Going over this like this. When I get 1,000 subs, I think it'll be super fun because then I get the ability to live stream from my phone. So then I can, in addition to like art streams, we can go, you know, out with my phone. You can like take a walk, you know, go to Starbucks. You know what I mean? We can like actually like go places. We can go to the beach. I could film the beach. So I can show you like different shopping areas here. So that will be fun to do. You know what I mean? Do you like? I got to go eat dinner. I have a super messed up schedule, if you can tell, because it's almost 9 p.m. for me and I'm just now eating. Well, thank you so much, It's, for being here. Thank you for the wonderful suggestion with the green. I think it looks great. Thank you so much for this suggestion. It looks really, really good. You had a great color combo idea, which makes sense because you're really good at digital art. So thank you so much. It's have a great dinner and whatever else you have to do tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon again in the next video. Do I like football? I don't hate football. I don't love football. I'm just not really into it. Like, if someone was watching it, I wouldn't mind them watching it and I would understand that they like it, but I'm not personally a fan of football. It's funny because like even like with college sports and football, like that's obviously like a big thing here, and like people will be like, "Oh, do you go to the game?" And I'll be like, "No, no crap. I thought the pass out. You." Thank you so much. It's. I'll see you soon. I don't hate football. I just don't like football. How about you guys? Do you like sports, football? It's funny how well this green color like covers up the pink underneath. Like in theory, I could make the entire section green. Not that I'm thinking of doing that, but it's funny how easily it covers. Like I wouldn't expect that it would just cover so easily. You know what I mean? Like it just really, really like covers really well. So we have that green outline where it looks kind of like a patch, like where stitches on a patch of color, or like it was a patch that you glued onto something or sewed it on. So I like that. That was a great idea. Um, we could continue that green. We've changed this color so many times. It was red, now it's pink. I'm sure it would cover. I just don't know what to do about that right now. You know? And my soda here. Okay. So let's see what we want to do now. It gave us a great suggestion of outlining that green area that's kind of around the stitch, as you can see. So it just looks really good. It kind of looks good. It's like kind of like it looks like a print almost, or like a patch. Maybe like you got a patch of stitch and then you glued it or sewed it onto the bag. The only other thing we could do, but I don't want to go overboard, is we could outline it in a different color, like a sharp color, but I don't want to go overboard with that. And we could always go back to that if we wanted to, you know what I mean? So we could always go back to that, I think. But thank you so much, guys, for being here. I always appreciate when you guys are watching. That does so much in itself to come in and watch the video for a little bit. Really, really helps me out, especially as a new YouTuber. I really appreciate it. If you are new, if you could consider subscribing, I would really appreciate that. It would help me out so much because we're trying really hard to get to 300 subscribers. I know that number doesn't sound like a huge amount, but if you subscribe, then we will be one step closer to that 300 mark, and I would really appreciate it if anyone is new to consider subscribing. That way we can make our goal of 300 subscribers, and I would really appreciate it because you know how it is as being a small new YouTuber. You're just trying to kind of gain as much momentum as you can, just so it's more enjoyable. Also, the more people we have in chat, the more people we have talking and getting to know one another, the better, because it makes these conversations in the chat so much better. Hi, Dream. You can tell me from how many days you can work on this bag to making something interesting. It takes a few days. It takes a few days for sure. I mean, to get it to a point where you're happy with it. I'm liking the way this is looking now, the background area of the bag. So I like the way this looks now, finally. We went through a couple of different color combinations till we got it right. It gave us a really good suggestion with the color and to make the outline a little bit more harsh. So we need to finish this side of the bag with like a purple pink. We need to see what we're going to do with this part here. Then we need to fill in Yoda's face. I think also at some point on this, not on the stream, but like on one of these art streams, I want to finish this. So this is something I started to work on. It's just a canvas, little canvas. And I've been starting to paint Mickey Mouse in this scene where he's kind of like holding he's holding like coffee cups, if that makes sense, and like he's gonna put, and then you'll see like the coffee kind of running down. Did you shop on Black Friday online? Not really, no. Before Black Friday, I bought the Baby Yoda, which is kind of over there, the one that talks, the animatronic, and I bought a Baby Yoda coffee cup. And I bought, what else did I get? I got Baby Yoda coffee cup and I got Baby Yoda stickers. So I got in some stuff the week prior. There were actually sales online even before Black Friday, which was interesting. Did you get anything interesting? The other thing I got, it wasn't really on sale, but I got these Converse sneakers. So these are the high tops. And the reason they are in my art section here is that I have painted on them before and made personalized Converse sneakers. So what I love about painting on Converses or like denim or a denim jacket or a denim backpack is that when you paint something you can wear, I think that's a super fun thing to like actually go out wearing your art. If you're an artist, it's a good way to promote your art. So I really enjoy that. So we have the Converses. We have a bunch of canvases that are actually behind the computer right now. So we have a bunch of art projects we can definitely do in the future. We can paint this. We can paint the sneakers. I don't know if you can see. You can see Yoda? Can we see Yoda? Sure. Let me see if there's paint. My paint is dry. I'm going to wash my hands really fast. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to wash my hands with the paint off right here because I don't want to touch Yoda with the paint. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just washing my hands. So I'm literally just going to dry my hands. That way you can see Yoda. Because we have a request to see Yoda. And we know how much I love Yoda. So I'm just going to dry my hands off so I can show it to you. Because it's an animatronic. So when you touch its head, it talks and it moves. So since it's an electronic, I want to wash my hands. And I want to, obviously, dry my hands because I don't want to break it. Okay, so I've dried my hands off. And now I'm going to show you what I got. Sure. Okay, so I'll show it to you really quick if you're on still. This is Baby Yoda. It's an animatronic toy. So right now it's in the box. When it comes out of the box, I think there's a switch on the back of it that it's so cute, right? So I'm pretty sure there's a switch on the back of it because I think it's like in demo mode right now. And when you take it out of the box, it does other voices and it'll like go to sleep and stuff like that. So it does other things that I think once you take it out of the box, it will do. So it's really super cute. I also got this from the Disney store. So this is kind of raised here, if that makes sense. It's raised, so it's a coffee cup. It's really well made. And then the back of it says The Mandalorian, the Child. I've used it to drink out of it once already, but now it's just kind of like in my art section here. And then I also bought a bunch of Yoda stickers. So they're just Yoda stickers, and they're literally just stickers of Baby Yoda. And I have a bunch of them on my computer already. We are going to try to paint Baby Yoda. So on the bottom here, we have, this is actually Baby Yoda. It's outlined, so we haven't painted him yet. So we're going to paint Baby Yoda. This is Baby Yoda. So we've already painted his jacket. We just haven't done his face. Once his face is done, it'll look a lot more complete, the backpack, you know what I mean? Once we paint the Baby Yoda, actually. So we're going to paint him in the next day, either today or tomorrow. So we're going to paint him because that's the next thing we have to do. So I have a lot of green paint actually mixed out right now. You know what? Let me see what color he is. I don't know if his face is this color. His face seems darker to me. You know that? So that does not seem... Maybe... I think we could get away with making his face this color. Do you have a Christmas tree? I don't have a Christmas... I technically have a small one. Let me show you. I don't have a Christmas tree, but it technically is a Christmas tree. This is a Christmas tree. It's got like these like jingle bells in it. So it's not, it's just like made of like a decorative like plastic. It's pretty though. And I have a bunch of like holiday decorations. They're kind of like over there. You can kind of see them sometimes when I'm cooking. But I really like the Baby Yoda. It's really cute. They have one on the website of the Disney store right now that they're coming out with. It's like a Baby Yoda that I think it like walks. It kind of like walks, and you wear like a walkie-talkie or something like that that it interacts with, and it'll actually follow you. So I'm just wiping off these brushes here. So that way we can, why don't we start his face? So I'm just gonna throw out this paper towel, but I'm glad you like the Baby Yoda. It's super cute. I really like it. It's adorable. It's very, very cute. I hope so, Dream. I hope so. I mean, they said that some countries already have the vaccine. Here in the United States, we are supposedly getting the vaccine within like the next month. I don't know if I'll be one of the first ones to go get it, but it should be because they have a vaccine that is 95% effective. That's what they're saying, and 95% is pretty good, So, um, I think things will start to improve. So that is his skin color. Okay, so he's green. Okay, have a sticker here. I could kind of see what he looks like. Ooh, do not fall. I'll have to redo his face, like the features, um, because they just got covered over by the paint. So there's really nothing I can do about that. So we'll have to go back. Most important a person can do to improve themselves. I think one of the best things you could do is to do things that you enjoy doing. Like, I'm discovering YouTube. I really like it. It's a way for me to be creative and do things I enjoy doing anyhow, and then sharing it with other people. So I think that if you can discover some things that you like doing, like whether it's art or cooking or music, and to do that in your spare time, I think that it really helps to improve your well-being. Because then you're doing things you like, you know, running, working out, art, music, whatever it is that you are into. What is the silliest recent fashion trend? I don't know how recent this fashion trend is. I mean, like, it's one of the more recent trends. It's been around before, but I see more people doing it lately. It's really I just think it's kind of silly. It looks like a sweater, but it literally is just, it's kind of like just the sleeves of the sweater, if that makes sense. It's basically a sweater that has sleeves, and it has like an area of it that you can put on, but that's it. And it's like you're supposed to layer it over another sweater or a shirt, and it's like you're adding sleeves to the shirt that you're already wearing, which makes absolutely no sense. I guess some people think it looks edgy or cool. What about you guys? What do you think the weirdest trend you have seen? I feel like there's always a new one. What do you think the silliest trend you have seen has been? I'm glad you're back with your food. That's so great. What are you eating? What are you eating? What are you eating for dinner? So we're doing Yoda Space. Gorgu, Grogu, whatever in the world its name is. I still would like to call it Baby Yoda, the child, because Gorgu, Grogu, whatever the hell they named it, you know. Such a strange name, Gorgu, Grogu. I love how the stitch turned out. Thank you. And that color you suggested, I think, worked out really well. It made it a little bit more vibrant than before. Like we liked the green, but before it was kind of like a darker green, like a forest green color. And this pastel green color, I think, works really well, not only to make the stitch pop, but also works well with this other color scheme of the pink and the purple. Because like to have like a forest green color and kind of a dark, like a pink purple, it was a weird color combo. You know what I mean? Why you can't use sparkles or some stars? That's a good suggestion, Dream. I would have to go get them. That's the answer. But that's a good suggestion. I mean, I have had thoughts about like going overboard, not overboard, but adding a little bit more flair to these backpacks and making them even more artistic. But like I've even thought of like, should I actually like glue on things like lace or different things that can like hang from the bag? But I have to, number one, I have to go to the art store and actually search for those little items in person. And then I would have to get a glue that can work. And then the third thing would be is that we would want to be, I think, at that point, if we were going to glue something on, I think we want to be completely done with painting. We want to know at that point we are completely satisfied with painting because we don't want to like go over glitter or sparkles with the paint. We want it to be like completely dry and we're happy with what we have as the base. You know what I mean? In my option, in my we can try to make it lighter. I'm seeing different color images. Like I'm seeing stickers of the child that look like this. Like his skin color is like a green. The other thing we could do is we could try to go back and add shading to lighten it up. We can try to lighten him. Let's do this. Let's finish with this color because there's not that much left. It's just his ears. And then what I can do is I can mix out like a lighter green, and we can try going over a piece of it and see what that is looking like. So I don't think it would be that much lighter. It would be, it's kind of almost like a light pastel green. Let me see. I've got like a sticker that I'm looking at that's showing me how to draw him. We also have to finish Stitch's ears. There's like a dark purple that's supposed to go right here where you shade his ears a little bit. This is also like one of the first times I have drawn the child. So I've drawn Stitch many times. A lot of times it looks like this is one of the most like cartoonish ones I've done. A lot of times it looks more realistic, or I think that one came out pretty good, almost like an anime type of feel for this bag. And I like his hands, you know. A desaturated green that's a bit dark instead of it just, that's a bit dark instead of it just being dark. Let me try to figure out how to do that. Like a lighter green, like mix white in. Is that what you're saying? It's to mix white in to this color? Desaturate and add a bit of black. So we've got, what color was that? That was this color. And then I've got this white. It's kind of like an off muted white. It's not exactly white. Yeah, I'm looking at Yoda's color, and it's like a muted pastel green. It's kind of what it looks like. It's kind of like a muted pastel green. You're saying to add a drop of black to it. I think that's what you're trying to say. That if you add a drop of black to it, it'll kind of change the muting. So I just made this like kind of like muted green. Add a bit of black, you said. Okay, so Sorry, too much black. We will try and mix it. I added a bit. Yeah, I just added way too much black. So now I have to try to fix it. I added way too much black, so now it's kind of like, it's not a bad color, but it's kind of a bit too dark. It's probably okay actually, but I'm going to add a drop more. 7-Up time. Alright, we have made a green color. We're going to see what this looks like. So this is the color. I don't know if you can tell. We're going to see what it looks like. Things are falling. I mean, it's a realistic color. I don't know if this is the color you were talking about. I don't know if you can see that. It's making it look like skin. Like it's making it look a little bit more textured for sure. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that color? I don't know if you can see that. Like it is looking a little bit more textured. Like it's looking a little more. You think that looks better? Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit more. It's hard to describe it. It's a little bit more realistic. The color before it was like not, it wasn't mixed and it was like just a straight color out of the bottle. Okay, I think you can see it. It's picking up on the camera. Yeah, because the skin color of Yoda is, I mean, the stickers all have it a little bit different, but you can tell like the color is like, it's definitely a green. We know that for sure. It's green. Yeah, to give it more of like, I wish the shadowing was better. I mean, I think you can see it. Like more of a realistic green. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better for sure. Wow, you're giving me a lot of good coloring tips. Thank you. That's cool how you know what colors to add to, mute the color or make it a little less vibrant. So the fan seems to be working. I have that fan on, a little portable fan that is blowing on the back of my computer right now. We've been on for about 50 minutes, and so far, not to jinx it, it seems to be working better. You said you had a problem like that, similar with your computer. It's so I think the only thing I could think of is that it's the computer overheating. I know most of them because I used to use acrylics and I had three colors to work with: red, yellow, and blue. Yeah, there's the paints are expensive, and I try to make them last. Here they have sales a lot on them from this particular art store, which this art store is kind of like this art store here is called Michael's, and the art store is like a little bit of everything. Like they sell paint, they sell things for you to make arts and crafts with. So it's a little bit of everything. Um, you probably have one. I don't know if you have one with a different name where you are. Probably not Michael's, but one where it sells a little bit of everything with arts and crafts. Boxes you can decorate, ribbons, all that stuff. Craft store or whatever it's called. Yeah, what's funny is they in a lot of these art classes they'll teach you that you only need a few of the primary colors and you can pretty much mix a lot of the colors yourself. Um, that's definitely convenient, especially when you don't have to go out and buy a new color just because you want a specific color for a particular art project you're working on, and you may not need that color again. So okay. I have a color I think would look up there. I don't know if I can click on it though. I don't think I can click on it though because my hands are like all full of paint and I can't really touch the keyboard. Can you describe it to me? There's nothing wrong with sharing a link, but I don't think I can click on it because I'm holding up the bag and I have paint on my hands. Describe it though, like is it like red or green? Or you can also put it in the comment section after it gets posted, and then I could look it up. That probably would be best. So then I could actually like have my hands clean, and then I could click on it. A gray and add a few drops of green to it. Ooh, that sounds pretty. So it's a gray, but it's got like a hint of green to it. That sounds very pretty. So I do have this gray. This is called graphite, and it comes out like graphite, like steel color. Not black. It's called iridescent graphite. So it's like a steel color. Maybe if I added green to this, that might do it. But would that be like for texture of his face? Where would that color look good? Because right now we're painting his face. We have to fill in his features. I think if you added a bit of white, then the green to this iridescent graphite color, it's like a steel color. It's got a little bit. I don't know if you can't tell on camera, but it's got like almost a shimmer to it. It's like a graphite color. Yeah, it's an interesting color. It's got some natural sparkles to it. I have a lot of that. I don't even know if I've ever used that color before. Are you talking about to add it like a skin texture? Like to add like ripples to his face and stuff? Everything's falling. I'm looking at a stickers I have here. It's funny how all the stickers are so, yeah, all the stickers are so different of this Yoda. I have quite a few on my computer already. And there's one of them I'm looking at right now, and they took yellow and they were actually using yellow to shade his face, which is interesting. I don't know how confident I would feel using yellow though. Like they used a drop of muted yellow, it seems, to mute out his face in certain areas. I'm gonna squeeze out a drop of that graphite color to take a look at it, like also to see about shadowing for his face. Hmm. I made like a darker green color. I'm not sure what this is gonna look like. Kind of try to shade his face a little. I don't know if you can see that. Probably can't, but there's like it's like a darker green color. It's very, very subtle. I don't know if you can tell. Trying to see if I can get this color to pick up. It's a little bit darker. I mixed that graphite color into this green color that we had already mixed out. And I'm just putting it around the edging of the face a little bit. Thank you. I'm experimenting with it. I'm not great with shading to understand, how, how to shade, how to bend the colors. Try that. So now I need to wipe my brush again and try to blend that out. So I'm just trying to blend out those two colors. I've got that darker green graphite color. And I've got it kind of going around like the edging of his face, and I'm just blending it out so it's not so obvious. I don't know if you can tell, but what is the back? Right now, it's just for fun. It's just for fun. At 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna do a giveaway. So, like, some people were suggesting I should make the giveaway the backpack. Other people were saying I should have like a random box, like a mystery box. So, I don't know. We can figure out what we want that item to be. So, at 1,000 subs, we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a lot of giveaways, so it's like it won't be like whoever wins or doesn't win, but we'll do a giveaway. And the way we'll do it, I guess, is like we could do a poll, we could do a giveaway. Uh, the way I described it earlier, I guess the best way to do it so that way everyone's included is we could pick a particular video that I've posted, maybe where I announce the giveaway. And we'll have everyone comment, and then we can I'll cut up everyone's names and put it into a bowl, and then like select a name, and then we'll figure out who the winner is. Yeah, I think that was a good suggestion. We made his skin color overall more realistic, and then we added in that shading color. It's interesting how we got to that point because it's a lot of different green colors that we had to mix together to get to that point. But yeah, I think we've made a lot of progress there with it. We'll have to finish off his features of his face. And I actually never finished this piece right here. On this piece. But I think it looks a lot better than it did the other day. It's definitely a lot more interesting looking now. And then I think once this is done, it's filled in, it's outlined, it'll really pop because we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it as clearly, I don't think. Once the stream is dropping. Can you see me now? Hopefully you can see me now. Yeah, once the Yoda section, I think, is outlined, and it looks a little bit more complete, I think it'll really start to come together. That may be the next thing we should end up doing tomorrow is like finishing off the Yoda. Because if we finish off the Yoda, we can then see like what the backpack looks like. But I think we made a lot of progress. Gave a lot. Okay, now you can hear me? Okay, I'm glad. I'm like, is my internet going again? So you gave me a lot of great suggestions. It's thank you so much. You gave all these great suggestions with the color, what it should look like, with the pastel, with the outlining of it, how to mute it. You have a lot of knowledge about how to work with colors and how to blend them. Okay, I am here. I'm just straightening up a bit. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to end up doing. But again, I want to thank everyone for watching. But we did a really great job. Thank you so much, It's for all those great suggestions you had about the colors, how to blend them, how to mute them, the lining of the green. It looks I think it looks so much better since those suggestions. Well, I think next time we'll focus on how to finish off the Baby Yoda part. I think once that part is complete, it'll, because you'll have this one that's done and this one that's done, and I think it'll just pop more. And then once they are complete and we finish off his ears, because I wanted to make that purple, once we finish off the two characters, I think we'll be able to see what additional elements we want to add to the background, because then we can visualize they are done. What do we want to do with the rest of the bag? But I think it looks pretty good. We're making a lot of progress with it. And then after this is done, this project, we'll figure out what we want our next project to be. I have quite a few canvases that are this size, which is kind of like the size of my head. So we can finish off this one. We can start a completely new project, a new canvas of one of these. We can start on Converse sneakers and start painting those, come up with an idea or a sketch for that. So we can figure out what we want our next project to be. But thank you so much, guys, for being here, for being in chat. I really mean that. Otherwise, I'd literally be talking to myself, which is not fun. So, we're able to have conversations. You're actually helping me with the project and helping me to make the art even better, which is great. Talking to people who are interested in art. So thank you so much, guys, for always watching, for always commenting, little things like that, liking the video, being here, watching the video. It helps me out so much. For anyone who watches this video in the future after it gets posted, if you're new, please consider subscribing. We're trying really hard to get to 300 subscribers. I know such a small goal, but if you end up watching this video in the future, please consider subscribing. It will really help me get to that 300 subscriber mark. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Have a great night, I think you said it was nighttime where you are. So have a wonderful night, Enjoy your food. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much, I'll check it out for sure. And thank you so much again for all of your wonderful suggestions and how you helped me to improve the bag. You really made it, really helped me to improve the bag. Thank you so much, I'll see you soon in my next video, okay? Bye.